everyone. It's a not recorded version of the King of Anime podcast because Comcast sucks. And I am here today with my pre-recorded co-hosts, Randy and Bob.
That's me.
Yeah, I didn't know we were pre-recorded, but I mean, hey, I'm a person, damn it.
Not anymore. Now you're Randy and Bob.
And you're an anime character made by a bad studio.
Wait, what? Why am I a
Anime character.
What anime character am I?
Umi.
There's nothing wrong with Sunrise. They make Cowboy Bebop and Love Live.
Oh shit.
And a lot of
shit.
Gundam.
Oh shit. Okay. Continue on.
Continue, sir.
So I guess we should talk about the sad thing that happened. The anime that got killed. It sadly was not Goblin Slayer. It was Gridman.
Oh God.
Let's get this out of the way. We're not sad because Gridman is dead. We're sad because we won't witness Rika stars ever again.
Those gorgeous thighs.
They should have just called it Thigh Meat and Gridman.
That'll work.
Hell, she should have been the fucking main character.
They should have just called it Thigh Meat.
Thigh meat. SSS thigh meat.
Just do it. Do it, Trigger. You know you wanna do it. Just do it. But yes, we will. You guys voted. It was like, I think, 2 more votes for Gridman than there was for Goblin Slayer, and like 34 people voted on it. 2 of which were. You know who you are.
I think Sasuke just died.
Did you have a stroke?
I'm good.
There he had phlegm in his throat.
I'm good.
What's happening?
So
I'm better now, guys.
So with that being said, we are down to just Tsurune, Slime Daddy, Karakuri Circus, and Berserk 2018.
Oh left.
Also known as Goblin Slayer.
Also known as Berserk 2018.
Goblin Slayer.
Berserk 2018.
The...
So I guess we should go ahead and get into Tsurune, which their first episode premiered this week, and I have quite an interesting synopsis to read here. In episode 1, Minato can't do, Kyudo because his mom died, but he does it anyways, and now he's bad at it.
He sucks.
He sucks now.
That's terrible.
That's it. That's all I got. That's the only thing I could really get from this episode. And it's the first episode.
And, he meets a dude at the end with long, luscious locks.
Yeah, who has the best design, which, by the way, must I say, these character designs are terrible. I don't care how good they are animated and drawn. They're boring. You know what? I'm just going to trash on this anime. You guys talk about it for a bit.
Okay.
I mean, it's like, man, I didn't like this first episode. Like we were saying before we even watched the show, it was going to be hard to do because it's archery out of all sports, and it's not a sport where you can't it's not a sport where you can just hype yourself up and there's an opponent or anything like that. It's either you make the shot or you don't. So if it was basketball, if it was football or anything like that, this could work. But that's the first thing, is the sport doesn't fit well. And second, it's just boring. Like, I was bored the whole episode. really wasn't invested in these characters. They feel like tropes pretty much. And
Angsty tropes.
yes, and I don't know. I don't think this is for me.
I don't think this is for me either. What do you think? Everything
Yeah.
animated?
Well, here's what I got to say about it. Apparently, when it comes to the title of the show, the Tsurune is the sound of an arrow when it leaves the bow. I don't know where they get that from. Because when I picture it, I don't hear Tsurune. I don't hear that at all. It's
Maybe it's a word to describe the sound.
yeah. It's I don't know, because you know how they have the cats, they meow and they go yeah. I don't know. Anyway,
Doki
Yaw.
Doki.
that too.
Doki.
But yeah, the characters, I don't know, they just have all these stupid ass tropes. The overexcited one, the extremely feminine one who all the girls like, the I hate your face, so I'm gonna make a mean look guy, the I can't do this because my mother died. Everyone's fucking mother dies in every Kyoto animation. I swear to God.
Also
Can we
the
have living parents at all in anime? I can never shoot a fucking bow again, but we're going to. Oh, my parents. Oh, but I have it with me and I suck. What are you gonna say?
also to like add on to that. He doesn't do insert thing here anymore trope. I don't do that anymore. Well, you gotta, man. It's for the team.
Yeah, exactly. But I carry it with me all the time. What? Your lube? No, I carry my fucking hand wrist bow thing, and he runs away because you know that's what grown men do, and well, I know they're not grown men, but whatever. He runs
He's
away.
5.
He's
He's
5 years
five,
old. He runs away.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. He's 5 years old, running away. Stumbles into a meadow of cherry blossoms blown everywhere, and this long, luscious dude with the hair is shooting a bow, and he's like, "I've never seen such amazing shit in all my life," and that's the show. Even for Kyoto Animation standards, I didn't think anything was all that special about the animation. I was I was pretty much bored. I was like, let's see how many goofy ass catchphrases we can come up with and do at this while the show's going on. Mirha, and then everyone goes Mirha. It's like, yeah, yeah. That's what does that have to do with bow and arrow?
They're trying to build characters, man.
Yeah,
By giving them catchphrases.
Yeah. I'm sorry,
Is this
but
a 90s anime?
exactly. What I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna be a fucking 90s character. Hey guys, Grizzlebob.
Grizzlebub.
Yeah, we're gonna make that a thing.
You're just gonna open every show.
Murha is equivalent to Nico Nico Ni.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Yes. It's the same thing, except for it's not as. It doesn't stick in your mind the same as Nico Nico Ni does. Because that voice actress has enough gravitas to pull it off.
Yeah.
This guy was just like, meh.
I want to say the only thing he has is the fact that he has a very feminine voice and women like him, and he's not into women. You know, it's just. Yeah. That's just what he's got going from, and
it's a trope, man.
It's a very fucking trope, and I'm gonna say this right now. I don't know what you guys' opinion about Free is. I think Free is a better anime than this.
I haven't seen Free.
And all Free is triceps and biceps and six packs and swimming.
Yeah,
and
I haven't
friendship
seen that either.
And friendship and swimming, and all this other stuff and swimming. And I can't swim, but I'm swimming. It's you get the idea. And it's the same thing over and over again. And yeah, I'm not too impressed with this anime at all.
There are so many people that give this a pass because it's KyoAni. This anime to me is so like, I tweeted about it, but like it's like anime's version of Oscar bait, you know, where it's like featuring Ben Affleck's brother, the long-awaited, Casey Affleck, featuring Casey Affleck, Oscar nominated. It's like this is the same like. It's just trash, really. I mean, It's trash. This first episode.
Woo.
I was
I'm
gonna
saying
say,
it.
I have a picture of this anime, and it's a garbage can, because that's what this is.
I mean, listen. You can't take away what KyoAni does with its art and animation and its production. It's good in terms of that. It's fine. It's consistent with the awful Violet Evergarden as well. And the first scene, I thought it was pretty cool, to be honest. The very first one, I thought the music was good. I thought it was well animated. I thought it was well paced. But then you right after that, you start off with the yaoi bait stuff where he pulls up his shirt and he shows his abs. He's like, yeah, look at my hot abs. I'm so toned and lean.
And for some reason, I got a scar there, but we want you to keep watching 50 fucking episodes to find out what happened, and I don't give a shit.
Also, when he walks into the club room, the awful, oh my god, it looks so bad. And I know people are gonna say this looks good, but it's bad. Where he walks in to the club room and the CGI leaves like come fluttering in over the screen, and you're supposed to be like, oh, look how beautiful Kyoto animation is, but I'm like, that is the cheesiest goddamn CGI leaves I've ever seen. That is so pretentious.
Yeah, the whole, like I said, this is probably, as far as animation is concerned, is not their best, and it's maybe their worst.
Ooh.
Worse since Clannad.
Clannad, I thought, had very good animation. It's just their eyes were the size of fucking dishes. They were huge.
Oh. Also, so I said I like the technical aspect. I like the music. I like the music. I don't like its implementation of the music. It is constantly playing like it's some telenovela, like oh god, what is that one? The Days of Our Lives, where it's just always this dramatic, melodramatic music, and it's just let the show breathe. It's okay if there isn't music in a scene for once. Like, just have like the natural sound of like what's ever happening outside. That's so much better than having this overbearing music that is more annoying than it is helpful to the series. It makes it. And I noticed this, and this is what I think they were doing. I think they knew there's no story to this at all. This is just a pretentious anime they're doing to be like, to present themselves as, this awesome studio that does only this super deep work. But in reality, I think they know this story is going to have nothing in it. And so they're like, we got to make the viewer feel something, so let's just put music in there for like the whole 24 minutes.
Yeah.
At least we can make the viewer feel some certain way by having some vaguely sad music when he lays down in his bed.
And also, I want to add this because I hear this a lot. You can take away a lot from the first episode, and because a lot of people will get mad if you call an anime trash, or you're just like, I don't like the first episode, and they'll be like, well, you didn't give it a chance. And a first episode is supposed to, at the very least, hook you in and draw you in into watching more.
Exactly.
So while maybe it will get better along the way, we can still judge this first episode and say it didn't hook us in, and then you have the choice to drop it. I mean, SeaTactics knows. I tried to watch Josh and Chan Dropkick. I dropped it mid live reaction because I said no, just no.
So that was a bad
and I just stopped.
Yeah.
I just stopped.
And
I haven't been proven wrong.
No,
I haven't been proven wrong. It's on my anime list currently right now is rated a 6.88, which is subpar. So just because we say this episode is trash doesn't mean that this anime is going to be trash. Maybe it will get better, but from this first episode, it doesn't look very good at all.
I agree.
This anime, God, there's so many token characters. Like, there's the red hair token tsundere character who's like, who just talks to Minato and he's like, I'm a tsundere. Look at me. Look how cool and tsundere-ish I am. And then like, oh god.
They had the same thing in Free. He also had rare hair and was a Centauri.
And the pacing. There is this scene where, for the most part, this is just brutally slow pacing. But for one scene, I can't remember. Something happens. I don't remember exactly, but I remember feeling like I just blinked and I zoned out for like a moment and I missed like tons of stuff. Like I missed the whole scene. And I mean, I shouldn't have zoned out, but like the goal of an anime is to keep my attention and be creative. So it's on them. At that point. This anime is
Here's the way I look at it. Yeah, I knew it was going to be hard, as Sasuke said, to keep the attention because it's about archery. But I don't know. I think if because there are good studios out there that can make just the most mundane things seem amazing. Case in point, Food Wars is just a anime about cooking.
JC Staff, man, they're underrated.
And yet they make this absolutely epic show, and it's all it is just cooking. But it's like, what can we do with this? Archery and the most boring ass characters that don't leave anything to. It's like, do I care about what's going to happen next? No, because I already know what's going to happen. He's going to talk to Mr. Longhair. He's going to be like, I can't do it. And somehow he's going to make himself believe in himself. And then boom, he's going to start doing it again. Watch. That's what's going to happen.
That is going to happen. This anime, like, okay, I get it. Telling a deep story is fine. I'm not ragging on KyoAni for wanting to tell yet another super deep story for whatever reason it may be. And I'm not saying this isn't well directed or this is like just technically the worst anime ever. But you can have a super deep story and have characters that have depth and not be this token and not be this bad. Straight up. First episode, these characters are bad. Like Minato, I'm like, get over it. Yeah, like, dude, like your mom passed. Like, I mean, you said it earlier. Like, everyone's mom passes away at some point. Everyone dies at some point. Like, it's not, that's not a good, that's not what you should focus the character on. That should be a small thing.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I can't do it anymore. I don't do this anymore, so I'm not going to help you. And then he just does it anyways. It's like...
What? He should have been chopping wood as he was saying all that stuff. I don't know if any of you understand that reference, but it's just basically the whole, that ain't me no more, partner. I've given up that old... And he's just chopping wood the whole time. No, we got to get you out of retirement. Nah, that ain't me. Just because honestly, that's exactly how I felt like. It's like, where's his wood to be chopping as he's telling these people he doesn't do this anymore?
Yeah, I mean, KyoAni, they used to make good stuff. Now they really don't. After A Silent Voice, I don't know what happened to him, because A Silent Voice was great. And then before that, they had Hyoka. And then, I like K-On! I know you guys don't, but I like K-On!
Never seen it.
Hey, don't assume that. I haven't even watched it to judge
I want to say I haven't even seen it. But I do hear stuff, and there's someone eats a piece of cake and someone cries. That's all I know.
Ah, yes. Also music.
And music.
That's actually a big part of it, surprisingly. But Clannad After Story, good stuff. What have they done since A Silent Voice that made you go, that was as good as A Silent Voice, or in the same like category? Nothing. And what have they done in terms of an anime series that's been as good since Hyoka? I mean, well, I guess Dragon Maid as well. So I guess Dragon Maid. So what has been good since Dragon Maid? Nothing.
Don't ask me.
I want to say I don't know.
I don't know what's happening with KyoAni, but they really need to start picking better light novel adaptations to do rather than Violet Evergarden and Tsurune. Which, by the way, Tsurune and Violet Evergarden are both critically acclaimed somehow.
And yet they make it garbage.
I don't think the story, even in the light novels, is that good. I don't think there's any way.
I mean,
like,
I don't see how it would be critically acclaimed. It's like every other fucking show.
It's just a bunch of angsty teenagers again in a slice of life again. And the only notable thing about it is the KyoAni's attached to it. Let's have an exercise right here for the viewers who disagree with me. What would you think about this anime if Madhouse made it, or if JC Staff made it? Would you feel the same? Chances are you probably wouldn't. You'd probably think this is trash as well.
I was gonna say it would, regardless of who made it. If that's gonna be the same episode and just look beautifully animated, it's still a terrible story with terrible characters.
There is a lot of beautifully animated anime out there, a lot from KyoAni, that try to do what this is doing and does it better.
Mm-hmm.
After the Rain is an example of a coming-of-age, angsty teenager story, and looks probably better than this does. I would say definitely looks better than this.
And nobody saw that anime.
Sadly, not many, because it was on Amazon Prime. But, I mean, are you guys going to pass this or kill this? I need to know.
We're killing. I'm shooting it with an arrow, but I'm going to actually hit.
You're going to do the 7 movements of an archer before you do that? You're going to do martial arts? Are you going to have a speech before that where you're like, the bone of my sword?
We're going straight into the shot. No talking.
No talking. No martial arts involved?
No bow. None of that.
You're gonna grab a crossbow, because you're not gonna mess around with these wooden bows.
And here's what I'm.
You're gonna grab a gun. You're gonna use a gun.
Honestly, here's what I'm gonna do. What's the main character's name?
Minato.
I'm gonna go walk up to Minato, grab his bow, freaking snap it in half right in front of him, tell quit being a little bitch, and just go ahead and accept the fact that you suck and get yourself a life, maybe
and a crossbow.
Get a crossbow now, because I broke your shit, and I don't know, just get a girlfriend or something, dude. You know, have sex.
Make out with Murha. He's probably into it.
Make out with Murha. I'm pretty sure he's open to things. So I'm definitely killing this one, because it did not hook me. And I know, if going back to when we kind of gave Hipster Girls a pass the first time, at least Hipster Girls had something to go on where it kept my interest a little bit, which was the fighting.
Yeah.
And what can I say about this one other than I'm not interested?
Fuck, I'm gonna kill it too. I was gonna pass it actually, but I can't pass this. I can't say, I cannot recommend to people, be like, yeah, that first episode, totally, I give it a pass. I can't. I just can't. And I was gonna give this one an easy pass, because I was like, this is my lock. I didn't want this to be, an anime that just, gets locked and never, just like all of our other locks, just gets killed. But
so now all of our locks are dead.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And it happened it was Reride D, boom. And Reride D had a 5-episode start, or a 4-episode start.
Yeah. And it still got killed.
Yep. And then it's Akane Sasu Shoujo killed. This show, 1 episode killed.
God.
Speaking of Hipster Girls, I may have secretly seen the episode afterwards to see if she was going to marry the dude or not. Guess what?
I watched a little bit of it too.
Did you see why she didn't marry the guy?
Was he? I didn't see it, but I just skimmed through, and I was just watching parts of it. But the guy was just evil. I was like, what the hell?
Oh, I guess I saw something different, because I thought the only reason she didn't want to marry him was the fact that she would have taken his last name, and his last name sounded like Banana Cat or something.
What the hell?
Isn't that the
Like,
stupidest shit?
what?
And then you actually see her drawn up like in a banana costume, and I'm just like, so you're okay with all this other shit, but and then how he looks, but oh, my last name is gonna be Banana Cat.
I have to
Fuck
go
that
back and
shit.
watch that now.
Let's
I
talk
have
about
to go back
Slime
and watch
Daddy.
that.
Slime Daddy episode 4. Let's talk about something good. Slime Daddy negotiated with the dwarfs and makes them swords and potions for basically knowledge to improve their village. Slime Daddy then goes and experiences the fine elf ladies. But does a more serious threat lurk for the next episode? We'll find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Yo, this is fun. This anime, I was worried about it after those first 3 episodes because it didn't seem like it was adding up. But I love this. This was a nice episode, and there was a nice tease at the end. It was funny. It looked good. There was lots of great animation, a lot of great memorable moments, and it was generally kind of very heartwarming. What'd you guys think?
I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a nice little episode. It's fun, kind of funny. Like I was thinking of it. I think it was last episode about the direwolves, but then they actually kind of branched out on, and they kind of like talked about it on the episode where he's like, "I killed your father, and would you want to, take your, get revenge on me?" And they kind of had to talk about it. And he's like, "Yeah, I've been thinking about it, but you know what? You gave me a name, and you gave me all this other things, so you're my master." And I was like, okay, well then I guess they just kind of buried that and established that, because it was going to bother me if they never said anything about it, and they did, and I was happy that they did, because I was like, okay, because I don't know, because you know how sometimes some shows will continue to move the plot forward and not really even talk about, it's like, excuse me, that happened last episode, are you gonna, nope, we're just gonna keep moving, okay, fine. Okay. So I was glad with that. I was glad to get introduced to new characters.
The guy who just goes, oh.
I was gonna say, were those dwarves? All those people?
I think they were normal human. No, yeah, they were dwarfs.
I mean, they never really kind of said that they were dwarves, but you knew when they were elves because he fucking said it like over and over again. Elves, not elves, but elves.
Elves.
And yeah, he had the Three Stooges over there with the just doing all that, and I'm trying to remember, like he like saves them somehow, and then he just makes a bunch of swords.
Yeah, he makes like they need a bunch of potions, and they
Mhm.
ran out, and Slime Daddy was like, "Hey, I'm overpowered. Here's some potions."
I pretty much used all the everything in the cave. Here you go. And
I have everything
yeah.
inside of me right now.
Yeah, and now and then he went to an elf brothel, and they took care of him, hands and all, and it's just weird because he's like, "This is what boobs feel like." I'm like, "You're 37, you never felt what boobs feel like."
Yeah, he's a virgin.
I mean, I get that, but you could still like know what boobs feel like, I guess. You never been to a strip club or something? Or do they have those in Japan? I don't know.
Yeah, do they? I would think they do. It's Japan.
And anyway, I mean, I would. Maybe I'm just built differently. I don't know, but I thought it was a very enjoyable show, and yeah, it's definitely got a nice little hook at the end where he's like, what did he say? He's like, "Oh, good. It's good for now, but just like all good things, they're not meant to last." And then you just see, a new challenger approaches, and it's like, oh, what's gonna happen next?
Yeah, he got in between all of them bobs for sure. At one point, he got in between all of them, and it's maybe the thumbnail for the video. It depends on what YouTube thinks. But he goes, "This must be paradise." I'm like, wow, you are living it. Also, some of those girls were definitely underage. They were definitely children.
Yeah, and they were like, "We have women of all ages," and I'm like, that's not a good thing.
Go on.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not. That's why. Why
But
was that
don't
in there?
but don't elves live to be like 100 years old? Maybe they meant
Yeah,
like
like
they're like
hundreds.
young for their age or something. Like she's in her 50s, she's young,
Well,
you
I
know.
thought how elves work was they age normally, like how humans do, up to a certain age, and then they just stop, like, like aging like humans do.
Mm-hmm. And then they just remain perfect their whole lives until they decide to go out into the West, according to Lord of the Rings. Just go on a ship and just go out to the West.
They just go on vacation forever.
That's a great life. Being an elf, you never die.
Yeah, I guess that is cool. Yes, we talked about the guy who grunts a lot. Also, the goblin guy
The-
who sleeps through everything.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
funny.
Wait, where did he end up? Like, I
I
don't.
want to say he wasn't at the brothel, was he? Was he still in jail, passed out?
He may have been. I think it was maybe was he may have been in the blacksmith place with them, but yeah,
He
I don't
might have
remember.
been. I don't
you,
remember.
you know, I'm trying. I think you're right. I think he was there. Maybe. I can't remember.
And I guess we should talk about the scene with the blacksmith where he's just like, what do you have to negotiate with us for all this stuff? And Slime Daddy's like,
It's real intense.
this ore, this ore you really need, that's worth a lot.
I just want you to help craft things for my friends.
Satsuki hasn't talked about it, Slime Daddy any. What do you think?
Wait, I did not hear that.
You haven't talked.
What do you think
Barely
of Slime
any.
Daddy, yo?
Oh, Slime Daddy. Oh yeah, that show. Uh, Pretty much what everything animated said. I like the fact that the direwolf dilemma was addressed because that was bothersome. So that shows me that the show is like self-aware. They didn't just like sweep it under the rug. One thing I actually didn't like, and it kind of surprised me because I don't know, maybe I was just thinking about it too much. Is when Slime Daddy duplicated all of those swords at once. And it's not really that much of a problem when I really think about it because the blacksmith has to make the original sword first, but it's like, damn, it's kind of like he just undermines the blacksmith completely because he could just, it's like he makes one of these swords, he's like, okay, well, I could pretty much copy all of these shits and here you go. But the episode was pretty fun. I mean, I liked when all the humans tried to team up on Slime Daddy, and
Oh
some of them
yeah.
came out of literally nowhere. Like they were like, "Oh, you want to beat this monster's ass?" And at that time, wait, did he already transform into a wolf? I don't remember.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, he did. Okay, that makes more sense because I was like, you guys are just like jumping him. Like he didn't do anything. They were just like, okay, we're going to jump your ass now. And they used like everything they could against them. That was pretty funny. But yeah, the episode was just fun. Boobs
Yeah,
for the
boobs are
win.
good.
Yeah, I like how after he literally all he had to do is go roar, and then he just like intimidated them, and they all just like got blown away. The thing in his head, whatever it's called, it's like this many people damaged, this many people soiled themselves, this many people this, and he's like, okay, I don't need the detail. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's super strong, and I'm almost to the point where I want to see a good match between him and somebody
I
to
think we may be
see.
getting that next episode.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like maybe this next person, maybe this next person will be the. I mean, obviously, some daddy will win, but I think he'll be like on par of like his strength, maybe, which will be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be interesting moving forward because we're into 4 episodes and all they have been doing so far pretty much is just showing how OP'd Slime Daddy is, to the point of where he can duplicate these insane magical swords almost instantaneously and cure all illnesses and create this magical ore that is highly valued that he already processed within himself. So we'll see. I think the power scaling is already pretty freaking insane, and he hasn't even fought anybody yet. So,
the big question is, can he fight Goku?
Probably.
Probably
Just eat him
could.
like Boo.
Yeah.
Right? And then oh my god, then he would be like super strong. No one would be able to touch him. Just the Slime Daddy turns
Goku
Ultra
would be okay
Instinct.
with it. Goku would just be like, "All right, you beat me. I guess I'm dead again."
He's like, yeah, hovering up in heaven
And he's leaving Gohan behind again, and Goten.
again. Oh my goodness.
Such a terrible father. What are you guys giving this?
We're passing this. Very easily.
Yeah, I'm passing this one. Super easy.
Yeah, it's a very easy pass for me as well. This is probably one of the shows that I look forward to every week. It's just a very entertaining show. I don't know. To me, this is a great example of a show where, yes, we're 4 episodes into it, and yes, not a lot has happened, but I'm very invested in everything that's going on.
Yeah.
Versus Arrows. Oh, I'm not good. Merha. Shit. Let's have Slime Daddy do a catchphrase.
Yeah.
That'll make the show better.
I'll say this, and I love to say this all the time, but like, the best thing about Violet Evergarden was when someone would say Violet Evergarden in the Japanese dub, and it would just be Violet Evergarden. I always love that. Anyways, let's talk about a good anime, Karakuri Circus. Shirogane and Narumi go to rescue Masaru. They quickly dispatch all the dudes, but Shirogane falls in a hole, so Noragami grabs her, and Noragami, what the hell is Noragami? Narumi grabs her.
It's a great anime.
It is.
They fall down the hole together. Then we see Masaru being abused by an old man who's probably a puppet, who wants his inheritance, and beats him with a cane a lot. Then, back in the cave, Narumi needs Shirogane to laugh, but instead we get this really adorable and kind of clunky, flirty thing, which stops Narumi's attack. Then Masaru jumps out a window and lands on a bad guy head first, which probably should kill him, but he didn't die. And asks the guy who kidnapped him to switch over to his side and hires him. That was really long.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot happened.
I would say, for a synopsis, that was pretty long. But
and my handwriting is really hard to read sometimes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's
we got new clothes.
Yeah, she's wearing all white.
Yeah, and he's wearing all white too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They're the White Knights going to save Matsuru.
Yeah. That is probably on purpose. I imagine.
I'm sure there's a lot of symbolism in this thing. That's why, and this is just my opinion and me thinking, maybe overthinking a little too much, but Shirogane, everything about her is gray. Her hair, her eyes, she's, after she said, I'm a puppet, and she basically was to become this emotionless person, it would make sense that she's all gray, and how that kind of just reflects on her character, I guess.
She's also hot.
And she's hot.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, we got another reminder this episode that she's pretty hot. What do you think about that, Satsuki?
I mean,
about her being hot?
This is me we're talking about, so that's like first thing I'm going to notice. But I like this episode. When we had Shirogane and Narumi fall in the hole, and Narumi had the attack, and then he needed Narmi to laugh. I already knew how it was going to go down. I was like, oh man, you're probably going to die. There's no way you're getting Shirokane to laugh at all. But apparently, the only thing that he needs a substitute for laughter is love.
Love, exactly.
Or a
Remember,
boner.
Yeah.
remember what happened to
Oh yeah. Oh
Interstellar?
yeah.
Love transcends time and space, people.
So
It's not a
so
chemical
it-
reaction.
All right.
so all he needs is a girlfriend, and pretty much he'll be cured. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. I mean, I'll take that. I'll take that as a cure. Um.
Well, he needs a.
Oh.
Well, I guess he needs like a strong emotional response, right? Isn't that how they described it in the first episode? So that is
Okay.
a strong emotional response
Yeah.
to
he
want to
got
bang
him.
somebody.
Yeah. Well, what did he say to her? He was like, "Here, let me tell you a joke," and then he said like he likes her or something, and she's like,
It's like he's gonna
like,
make her his girl or something like that.
yeah, that's it. And
Yeah.
she's like, "That's not funny," and she was like saying it in a I wouldn't, I don't find that funny at all. I would want the opposite. Like I'd want that. And so he was just like, "Oh God, I have a broken arm and a broken back, and I'm having an erection right now." Oh my God.
Uh, and then
Can we
we
see?
had
Oh.
child abuse, Uncle child abuse in this episode. He
Freaking
just
A.
he
He had
twice he went behind him and just like was like, you're so creepy, man.
His
he
mouth, it doesn't shut.
I was gonna say he is probably the most most creepiously drawn anime character I've seen. He's just like, I'll go to the bathroom with you, and
Oh my.
I'll make you my son. Is like, oh, gee, yeah, that right there. Just in that position, he almost looks like I can't think of it right now. I forget his name, but he just looks very creepy.
What should have happened is during the episode to just make it just like ultimate creepy, should have been whispered in Masaru's ear, "Call me Pappy."
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
my god. No.
I'm gonna be
No.
your daddy.
Oh man. Please no.
We also
Yeah.
learn in this scene he's like hiding from him, and he's like hidden away in this cupboard thing, and he finds a random book, which is, I guess it makes sense because it's probably his father's things, but like apparently he's like it's like Masaru is bait.
Exactly what he looks like. I'm sorry, he just posted in the chat of a Titan. He looks like a Titan.
Oh God, yes, he does. He looks
That's
like that
exactly-
Titan that kills all of Aaron's family.
I'm sorry. To continue.
Is that a spoiler for the first? Can we spoil the first episode of Attack on
You can
Titan?
say that.
I
mean-
well, first of all, that show's been out since 2013. Come on, people. If you haven't seen the biggest show in anime, what's wrong with you?
But yes, we figure out Masaru is bait, just so like all of his enemies can fall, which does not impress Masaru at all. He's like, "Wow, thanks."
As if I don't have enough problems in my life.
I'm gonna go to my new dad and my new mom, Narumi and Shirogane. They're cool. Shirogane's kind of weird, but Narumi's cool.
I want to say Naomi dressed up in a freaking I don't know the get up, but it's like a
gi?
full on karate. Is it okay? Thank you, a gi. I was gonna say gi, but I didn't know if I would seem like an idiot. But a gi, and was just like owning people with like these guys had katana swords, and he's just beating them up with his
Yeah.
fists.
He's like Jackie Chan in his heyday. Just
I know
dropping people.
he's a bad man. And then we have other people in there with their
Harley
own...
Quinn. We didn't talk about her.
Oh yeah, that's right. The girl who throws the bombs at Shirogane's like, "Ha ha! You might have played with these puppets since you were a girl, but I was born in the darkness."
Yeah. Like she turned into Bane pretty much. I was born in the dark. You only adapted it or whatever he said. But yeah, it's yeah, that was yeah, she does kind of look like maybe a little bit of like Jack Nicholson as the Joker with the hat and the outfit and everything. Kind of looks like that. That's pretty cool. But yeah,
I was surprised when the guy died. Like, when he got turned into mincemeat. I mean, they didn't show it, but
Oh yeah, she just let him die. He was gonna go like stop it, and she was like, maybe we should just let this guy die because it makes me feel alive. And Narumi's like, what the fuck is wrong with her?
Well, she was saying that he's one of the people that wants to murder Matsuru, so just let him die anyway. One less person to worry about.
Yeah,
And
that's what she said. Man, Shirogane's idea of a joke would be like, "Hey Narumi, what's up?" And Narumi's like, "What? I killed a person and watched them die." And looked them in the eyes.
And looked them in the eyes and said, "What now, bitch?"
Just you don't understand, Narumi. I watched their life fade away. Narumi's like, "What the fuck?"
that's
Yeah.
going to be the goal. Like to make Shirogane laugh. That's going to be the goal.
Yeah, I hope that doesn't become like the main focus of the relationship or what between them two and whatnot. But I can see it being almost sort of like
I think they're gonna save it.
a running gag where it's like, hey, I just like, and of course it's probably gonna happen like. He'll just trip over and like fall on a rake or something, and then she'll laugh or something stupid like that.
You're dumb, Narumi. That was a rake. That's what she'll say. Exactly like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're gonna save it though for like near the middle of the series because that's gonna be like a moment where like right now she's like cold-blooded murder bitch and
With no emotion.
with no emotion
And no polka dots.
and no polka dots anymore. She's gotten rid of those. She's not having fun anymore.
She's donned the all white
Yeah.
look, and now they're in a cave, and they're so they survived the fall apparently.
He took the brunt of it too.
I mean, he took a brunt of it too, and
Yeah.
it's weird because later in the episode, Matsuri jumps out of a fucking castle window, and then
Fall.
lands on a guy's head. Somehow survives, doesn't even get a concussion. Gets up with very intimidating eyes. Is like, "You're gonna be my bodyguard, bitch," and he's like, "Oh
I
God,
am the danger.
look at his eyes." And yeah, I think this is going to be a shift change as far as this character is concerned. And I think you were talking about this last week. Satsuki is that how long is he going to be a wimp? I don't think he's going to be a wimp anymore. I think he's a determined person now.
Straight up, I think he's a badass character now.
Yeah,
That's what I think he's gonna be. He's just gonna be cold and just like kill him.
He's probably not going to be physically strong, but I think maybe he's going to get by through kind of like how Tyrion is in Game of Thrones, where he's talkative, where he'll probably be like, I have inheritance, I have money, I can pay you, work for me, or I can do this to you, something like that. I bet you he's going to be something like that.
See, I still think he's going to get trained by Shirogane and Armin, so he will maybe get physically fit and as well be trained with fighting puppets. I don't know. Or like you guys said, he could just be like just his leadership or whatever. I don't know if you guys seen Hellsing, but have you guys seen Hellsing Ultimate?
I have not.
I don't think no. I know what it's about. He's Dracula or something, and he's fighting vampires.
Yeah. I guess he could be like he could be like Integra, like she doesn't necessarily fight at all, but she demands respect with her leadership. So that'll be cool either way.
Yeah, I think we got everything. We got the new clothes, Narumi X Shirogane, child abuse, all that stuff out of the way.
Child abuse. Gotta get that out of the way.
I mean, he was beating him with a cane.
I know, and isn't he an uncle? Uncle, why are you beating the shit out of me? Because I want you to be my son, because money.
Yeah, like that was his sales pitch. Like, I'm beating the shit out of you. Be my son. Like, what?
Well, in that case, you drive a hard bargain there, mister.
You're right. You're just making me hurt. I love you. You're my new dad.
You're my father. I love
I have
this
multiple
castle. contusions.
contusions. I love you. You're right. You're a good father.
I think I have eternal bleeding, but it's all good.
Yeah, this anime's great.
Yeah,
Pass it.
it's
passing
it's
it.
it's definitely everything that a unique anime should be. Off the walls, unique, and I'm passing it too.
Passy for passiness.
Berserk 2018 time.
Goblin Slayer.
The days pass. Yet another week of hell awaits me. I pass out in my chair. The chair is warm, unlike this anime.
You stink.
Watching this anime, I'm filled with many emotions. Boredom,
Put a real synopsis together.
ironic joy, and Berserk 2018. This show is not good. What do you guys think?
Uh,
I'll let
let's
you
hear
go first.
everything animated. No,
Oh,
let's
okay,
hear
okay.
everything animated. Let's hear everything.
Okay, Mr. Modest. Here we go. Um, yeah, it was kind of everywhere, to be completely honest. They go into this cave, and we see this woman all in chains. It was another elf, and well, I guess before that we had to cover old not Legolas in blood, but everyone else didn't have to have blood on them, just her and the priestess, because hey, let's make the women uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Let's do
that's true. That's true.
so let's do that. This it looked like, I don't know, like not Legolas was just kind of having an emotion,
Fucking
it's
not Legolas.
it was just like having an emotional, like just throwing up and like really messed up, and I'm like, isn't she like 100 years old? You think she would have seen a bunch of shit, but because she fought all these big demons and all this other shit, but goblins are the things that does it for her. To me that was just, I didn't get that, and I know what, whatever. And then uh trying to think, they sneak in, they kill all the goblins, do their thing, do their magical enchantments and whatever. Then we get a big ass it was an ogre that was really ripped and had regeneration apparently. And was and it also kind of showed us for the first time ever Goblin Slayer being weak, because he got owned by the ogre. He just got slammed into the wall, took a couple of potions, and I'm back to normal.
Sensu Bean.
Yeah, Sensu Bean, ting, and got back to that kind of status. You knew he was gonna be badass after that because he had a scroll. He's like, oh shit, it's gonna go down. Then he just straight up just murders the ogre by using that scroll, which means he like got sent to the bottom of the sea. And damn it, Shrek. And and trying to think. Yeah, they pretty much just cleared out that whole area. It seemed like not Legolas was into, Goblin Slayer at the end for some stupid reason. And then excuse me. And then I don't know if you saw after the credits, the gigantic boobs friend girl was like, "Welcome back home." So you know that Goblin Slayer and her are gonna be eating some food.
I was gonna say copulate, but okay.
Well, no, because he doesn't want to screw. He's all about killing goblins. I mean,
He's not taking off his suit for something trivial like
I
that.
was, I was gonna
Something
say,
like sex.
I was gonna say, sex is beneath him in more ways than one. But he's all about them goblins. So he's gonna go home. He's gonna eat. He's gonna check for footprints, and yeah, he's gonna do some things. And it almost seems like by the title of the next episode, like maybe, just maybe, it's gonna be a normal episode, and because not Legolas said something about taking him on a normal adventure for some reason.
Oh yeah, the
Why?
episode is like it's like adventures and like everyday life or something like that. I think that's
Yeah,
what the
and
episode is called.
and it almost seems like it's going to be like a normal episode, and maybe we'll get to see what people do in their normal day lives, which is kind of weird.
How fun.
I haven't seen a preview, so I watched the after credits, but I didn't watch the preview.
I mean,
So
it didn't show any previews. It literally just said next episode, da, 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 and then that was it.
oh,
What is that you say? See Ichikai, or what do they say for next episode?
Jikai.
Yeah, Chikai.
this episode was, I don't know. I don't like the fact that this episode focused most on the elf girl, and that's enough. Why doesn't the damn author of this shit have names for people? That's so strange to me. Like he was like, it's a creative choice. No, that's dumb. Um,
Call them by
but
their
beside
class.
that,
Healer, medic.
I mean, god damn it. Even Fate, we have Saber and all this shit. At least we know they actually have identities.
Yeah.
Like what the oh, okay. But yeah, I didn't like the fact that the episode was focused on the elf girl. I also don't like the fact that it seems like people are revolving around the Goblin Slayer. It's like he does not want these motherfuckers around. It's like he doesn't want any company, yet people still stick around him, and I don't understand that. It's like, why does this elf want him to see an adventure? It's like he hasn't shown you any personality to, make him or make you want to like him. He's literally like, if you want to leave, just leave. But she's like, oh, I'm a scout. He's like, well, we'll make do somehow. It's like I just don't like the fact that, I mean, I understand he's the main character, but you should do something with a character for them to be likable. It's kind of like a harem, but he just has like these party of people for some reason. And what else? That was another thing. We have learned nothing from this priestess, nothing from her character. I don't like the fact that these people who have just been in this party, we know a lot about them, but still nothing about this priestess. And I've been negative so far about talking about this. I didn't think the episode was necessarily bad. It's just I don't know what direction we're going in with this episode. Honestly, like I honestly I don't even know why we were in this cave at all. Like we slayed some goblins, and once the Goblin Slayer seen the ogre, I half expected him to just leave. Like after seeing him, I thought he was going to be like, "Oh, that's not a goblin. I'm out." But
Didn't he even say that too when the ogre came out? He's like, "Oh, that's not a goblin."
yeah, he was like, "What the fuck is that?" And then was it the elf or the dwarf? I forgot which one. They were like, "That's an ogre." He was like, "What the fuck is an ogre? What the fuck is an ogre?"
Yeah, Goblin Slayer's an idiot. Like he's legit. They've made him seem like such an idiot. How do you not know what an ogre is?
Well, he's
And
never
he's
seen
been living
Shrek.
in this world.
Since
Oh,
since goblins and ogres chill out together, wouldn't you think he would know?
all he knows is goblins and slaying them. The
Yes,
multiple ways of slaying them.
I was gonna say that's what he's really good at. But when it comes to other creatures, nah, he gets his ass whooped.
Or to anything but goblins.
What goblins?
But he's not good with butt goblins, sadly. No.
Butt goblins.
That's talking about the elf girl. I don't like her personality because like everything animated already said she's like 100 years old. I mean, they've already like set the seeds for her character because apparently she's very naive and new to the world despite her age, which is very strange to me. Um, but yeah, I don't know why the episode was focused on her pretty much. So, like I said, I didn't think the episode was bad, but I don't know where we're going.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
did
It's
this?
I think maybe the reason they were just wasn't the whole point of killing the goblins in the first place was because of the last episode, because they're like, dude, we need your help because of da 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 in this city or in the village or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was more or less the only purpose. But I still don't understand the whole scroll thing. Like,
Yeah,
he
why did
got a
he do that
scroll.
to begin with?
He got a scroll from a chick, and all of a sudden we get flashbacks of that, and it's like, who cares about which boobs and what quest they went on? Are they trying to say that Goblin Slayer will do anything he wants because he only thinks about himself? And it's like, no shit, no shit. He only does everything because that's all he knows is himself. He doesn't care about anyone else. So I don't understand where the conflict is. I think, yeah, I just think the when they're trying to make conflict out of nothing, and like if we were introduced to Goblin Slayer and the Priestess at the beginning, and these were people that they knew each other for a long time, they got good chemistry. Okay, I'd understand that, but the Priestess is just there because Goblin Slayer saved her, and nothing else. Just she's afraid to go anywhere else. So
That that's
yeah.
another thing. They tried to force that conflict between the elf and Goblin Slayer. I'm like, Goblin Slayer literally does not give a shit. He does not
Mm-hmm.
care. He does not care. You can be angry at him, but you're not going to get any reaction whatsoever. So either you just stay in a party and deal with him, or you just leave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but she's gonna take him on an adventure because I don't know, just
He gave her
because.
cheese. He gave her cheese. That's why.
Yeah, yeah, he gave her that cheese, and she got drunk and was like, "Hey, I want to see what's under that freaking armor." So
I bet
yeah,
she does.
but let's dunk her in blood. But again, going back to it, like no one else was in blood, but for some reason, her and the priestess was. It only affects women, but not dudes.
Cause it's hot, man. It's hot. Don't you understand?
That hot hot goblin blood all over my boobs.
You
Oh
know,
my god.
you know what's really hot? Gore covering women and rape against women. That's hot, dude.
Well, I mean, there wasn't rape in this. There hasn't been rape since first episode.
No, I was just talking like, you watch hentai and like it's all really
I
rapey
mean,
and
I
stuff.
I kind of do I mean, not the rape kind. The rape kind of hentai I look down upon.
I do as well.
I like the tasteful hentai.
Yeah, like
Yeah, the
the one where
vanilla.
they just do missionary.
The vanilla.
Now I'm hungry.
I can go for some frosty chocolate milkshakes, even though I just said vanilla.
You guys talked about it a little bit, but like, what did this episode do for this show? It didn't really do anything for the story. It didn't forward anything. Like, they're
If any,
still the same. It's the same as episode 3 and 2. Nothing's
if any,
changed.
if anything, it showed that Goblin Slayer is not experienced when it comes to other things that aren't goblins. Because like I said, the ogre literally just owned him the first half.
Which
And
has a
then
problem with that as well, because why didn't he use that scroll to begin with?
well, maybe he was gonna, but he got his ass whooped. He thought maybe I can. Well, because he didn't know that the ogre had regenerative shit. And what kind of fucking power is that dwarf has? I'm gonna make some rocks and shoot them pew 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 at people. It's like that dwarf is a freaking wuss. The only thing he can do is just spit on people when they're asleep and shoot rocks. You know what I mean? I don't know. Gimli's badass.
Also, when Goblin Slayer is like kicks into Goblin Slayer mode and it plays the metal music, this metal music is so generic. It's so like, it's not. It doesn't sound like good metal music. It doesn't have an impact to it. It just sounds like generic.
It's not like Doom.
Yeah, it's not like Doom where like you listen to Doom and you're like, fuck yes.
I know. I want to kill some demons. Ah!
Yeah.
I want to split them in half, and I want to take their corpses and light them on fire.
I want to eat their bodies and get their own power from them.
I want to ingest their eyeballs and shit out their brains.
going to destroy them in every way. Also, this
Yeah, that's
anime is comedically violent. Oh my god, there's this part where they're just stabbing goblins in the face over and over, and there's just blood. This comedic just blood coming out, and it's just spraying everywhere, and it's like, who thought of this? And she's like getting covered in blood, and she's still doing it. She's just like, I gotta do it.
Yeah, not Legolas is like, oh god, like, does she know that elf or something? Is that why she's upset?
Yeah, and then their eyes are getting more like dilated and shit because they're like going crazy. Like, oh my god. It's like some Doki Doki Literature Club shit. It's ridiculous.
It really, yeah, there you go. Like, I'm not going back in there. I'm not going back in there. You're 100 years old, bitch. Get your ass in there. You're telling me you've never killed anyone before? Or seen anybody get, I don't know, chained up and never saved anybody? I don't know.
This show...
That was so ruthless, though. It was like, put them all to sleep. Just kill everybody in their sleep. It's like, damn.
It's like, that's okay. But, oh, heaven forbid the elf is all mangled and
why did
shit.
it take like 1 million stabs to kill just one of them? I don't understand.
I mean, I think that was just her maybe repeatedly stabbing out of, like, I don't know, bloodlust and anger or whatever. But everyone else is just like, stab. Stab like Kermit the Frog. Yeah, I'm going to stab you right here. I'm going to stab you right there. Come along, Miss Piggy. Let's stab some more goblins.
I like the scene where they walk into the cave and they see the girl, and then the tied up elf girl or whatever. And she's like, kill. And then,
yeah. And
then the priest is
no,
like,
no,
don't do it. And Goblin Slayer's like, don't worry. I know when there's a goblin around. And he just kills the goblin. And then they rescue the girl. And he's like, I'm only here to kill goblins, not humans. Like, why did you kill the girl who asked to be killed in the first episode then?
Because of, it's what he said. Like, she was poisoned, she's beyond saving, and he didn't want her to suffer.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that she wasn't beyond saving. They're gonna stop the apocalypse. They got something. He has a scroll. He has a scroll which could teleport this guy to beneath the sea, which he doesn't use immediately for some reason.
He wanted to save it. He didn't want to use it right away. I mean, if you have something that powerful, why are you gonna use it?
He could just go back to the witch boob girl and get it. Get another
one. Maybe there's only one.
Probably cost a lot.
They didn't establish that though. So how am I supposed to know?
Maybe he had to have sex with witch boob in order to get it.
I know, like, who would want to do that? That's a huge cost.
I know. He's like, God, I have to do this. Okay, witch boobs, let's do this. And then now she wants that Goblin Slayer dick back, and she misses it.
What is he packing?
He's packing a sword, if you know what I'm saying.
A dragon slayer.
Yeah.
The show's straight up boring. What are you guys giving it?
Whew.
I know it's a tough one because honestly, out of all the episodes, this one's probably
the best one, I think.
Yeah.
I thought the first two were better, but this one's all right. The last episode was kind of okay too.
You guys are having trouble with this.
I know. On one hand, I want to see see if the next episode's gonna be a normal episode, and then on the other hand,
there's a risk that comes with that because it may be slice of life moe.
Could you imagine?
Goblin Slayer, you're so kawaii. Want some tea and cake? And then we could play it in our band later.
Oh my god. See? Now you would watch that, wouldn't you?
I'd probably not. That would be terrible.
No, that you tell me if that would happen, you
I would hate this show just as equally if it was like that. I don't like slice of life moe anime. I like
then
one.
Why do you watch
one.
K-On?
Because K-On is funny.
What about Snafu?
Snafu isn't a moe slice of life.
But okay.
Damn it.
I know it's a tough decision for me too. Well, I'll make my vote first. Just because I want to give it the benefit of the doubt, I'm going to pass it. I want to do one more episode and see if
Tsurune's
it'll
dead.
get any better.
I was about to say it doesn't matter what I say now. Shit. But for the record, oh man, I'm passing it.
Woo!
Fucking killing this thing. Nuclear from orbit. What else? What do you expect? I'm not gonna give.
Oh, come on, man. You ain't gonna pass it.
No. No way. No way.
All right. If the next episode isn't that good, then I think I'll change my mind.
I mean, we're getting to the wire now. We have this left, we have Slime Daddy left, and we have Karakuri Circus left. So
Episode 5, and we only have 3 anime to talk about.
Yeah.
This was a great first season. Their SeaTactics, but I think we're just killing everything.
We're just killing it. Like Goblin
this
Slayer
season
killing
has
goblins.
been weak.
It really
it
has.
It's it was started out a pretty good season, like on paper, and then it went from that to just pretty quickly, actually, very quickly.
Yeah.
Like besides sequels, I don't know like what's like the top and like nobody can really even agree on it. I mean, pretty much like the most popular that's not a sequel is Goblin Slayer, and even I don't think Goblin Slayer is great at all. So this season is like
SSS Gridman.
They just like her because of her thighs and her thigh meat.
Exactly. The delicious meat that we'll never see again. And then there's
Ripperoni, Rika Takarada.
Sure. Yeah, there's really not that other than the Karakuri Circus. That's really the only really and Slime Daddy.
I mean,
I'm enjoying both of those really well.
If I wasn't watching SAO and this is all we were watching, Karakuri Circus definitely is the best anime of the season so far.
So you think Sword Art Online's better?
Yeah, straight up. It's
wow.
It's incredibly cinematic. It's got great writing that rewards people for watching everything before it, but doesn't punish people for not. And it's just a far cry from, and it's so different. In just the best of ways, and it's. I like Kirito now. I like Asuna. I like all these characters. They made it, and just like a couple episodes, they made them all likable.
Wow. I'm taking it back. That's crazy.
Wait a minute. You guys turned your back on Bunny Senpai. You guys didn't mention that.
I forgot about Senpai. Yeah, so well, after episode 4 it's fallen a little bit.
I want to say
shit.
Yeah, the last episode that we were that we discussed about Bunny Senpai was the first, I want to say, like 10 minutes of the episode was like really, really good. And then it turned into like a Groundhog Day type of episode where the same day is relived over or Endless 8 for all you anime aficionados out there. And then all of a sudden characters do things that are very uncharacteristic of them, and then it just isn't the same. And I was like, oh, well, maybe the next episode will be better.
The top rated anime right now that is not a sequel is Bunny Senpai right now.
Hey.
It's at an 8.38.
Huh.
It's not bad at all.
I was going to say, and I just decided to watch it because of the cover. And it turned out to be a lot better than what I thought.
Hot anime girl, let's watch it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. That was going to be one of my picks, actually. Like, I looked at it, but then I read the synopsis and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, the synopsis was terrible.
And trust me, I thought the exact same thing you did. And then, like, you get into the first 3 episodes and you're like, oh, wow, this is a lot different than I originally thought it was going to be.
I'm not going to say those first 3 episodes are perfectly executed, but they were great. Some of the best first 3 episodes in a long time I've seen. Probably since Hina Matsuri.
Yeah, it's really well done. But unfortunately this last episode was just
Is Icky Vicky.
It was sure it was Icky Vicky, not as good as the other one, but hopefully we can dig ourselves out of a hole. Apparently, um, see because we were both talking and kind of talking bad about it. I got a lot of comments on that video, more than usual.
Oh yeah,
Eh,
people respond to negativity. Trust me, I made a Goblin Slayer video.
yeah, but it's not like they were like saying bad things to
They're
me
just
or
trying
anything.
to refute your opinion.
They were basically saying you don't understand, it's
No, yeah, don't
this and
listen to
this
those.
is what's well, I read it and I just laugh because I'm like, these people really take it to heart. I don't know, that kind of stuff just makes me laugh. I don't.
People will find any reason to say your opinion is wrong on YouTube, and
Hmm.
I think you probably know well enough just from that comment section that it's just strange. It's like, and we gave good reasons for it, you know. I mean,
Hmm. I mean, it's not like we were saying funny, this episode is stupid because it's stupid, and if you like it, you're stupid. We actually broke it down and said this is why we felt that way.
yeah,
But
we
even then,
we
there
spent
were
40
people.
minutes on each of these things.
Somebody left a fucking novel on that video, literally explaining everything that was going on. You know,
Well,
I
good for him.
appreciate it. No, like again, he wasn't being malicious or being mad or anything. He was just more or less kind of explaining like why he would uncharacteristically do the stuff he was doing. And I was like, I appreciate it. I respect that, but that's just how I felt. Maybe it'll be different episode 5.
How's girls touching each other's butts going, Satsuki?
Oh man. We aren't they aren't touching each other's butts, but there is a little lip action and things of that nature. The last
Is it
episode was pretty creepy
Wait,
creepy?
why?
because you know SeaTactics knows the character Maki. You know the guy who just like
Yes, I hate that guy.
he's so weird.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna
It's,
watch you fall in love. It's gonna be like a movie.
yeah,
I'm gonna jerk off to you
it's,
two.
What?
okay. This guy he describes himself as somebody who doesn't want to fall in love, but he will gladly watch other people fall in love. It's so strange. It's like, okay,
Then watch a movie.
yeah,
You know,
His excuse is it's not the real
weirdo.
thing.
It's
pretty
not the real
much.
thing.
Yep, that's
I,
his reasoning.
well,
He's
can we kill this guy?
weird.
I think he's one of the reasons why I didn't like the manga. I thought he was terrible. It was awful.
He's so weird. I don't understand his purpose really because, I mean, he's seen Nanami and
Oh, by the way,
Koito.
real quick, we're talking about Bloom into You,
Yes,
by the way.
Lumity. Oh yeah, we
Not
did not
Nobody
say the
said
name.
not girls touching butts.
That's citrus if you guys want to experience that. But yeah, it's just weird, and I don't understand his purpose because he's seen you and Nanami kiss, and then he was like, "Okay, I won't tell anybody," and it was just like him seeing them kiss had it led to nothing. So I don't understand his character or his purpose. The kiss scene was great though. I won't lie. Like,
It's
and
pretty
it's
good in
not
the
even
manga
because
too.
it's not even because I'm a Yuri fan or anything like that. It was a good scene.
I just say it's kind of hot.
Okay.
uh, what else have you been doing? Watching?
I've been
Oh,
playing Red Dead 2.
Oh, how do you like it?
oh yeah, that came out.
It's fucking amazing. I love the first one so much that when they announced they were making a second one, I was looking forward to it the very day that it happened. And yeah, Red Dead 2 is a game where Rockstar really outdid themselves. They put a lot of attention to detail. They anything and everything from the interactions. The AI is just so good. The graphics are incredible. It's a big game, So if you ever want to play it, it's like 98 gigs. It's a fucking huge game.
Isn't that on
And,
Xbox?
It's on Xbox and PS4.
Well,
And
isn't the 98 gigs part? Isn't it 98 gigs only on the Xbox?
no, it's 98 on the PS4 because that's where I'm playing it on.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's so huge. But yeah, everything about it is just really good. If you're a fan of the first Red Dead Redemption, you will absolutely love Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, people seem to be pretty mixed about it. From what I heard, from what I've seen on the internet, people are heavily criticizing it.
What are the naysayers saying? I want to hear what they're saying.
Well, in my opinion, some of the stuff I agree with. For example, the way your character movement is, it feels like you're just slow and running through molasses, and you have like sandbags attached to the bottom of your feet, and you got to keep pressing A to run faster. Whew, just press in the left analog stick.
That's how all the Grand Theft Autos are. And then they added to Red Dead. Rockstar has had that, but all of a sudden we have a problem with it.
I've had a problem with it for a long time. A lot of people have as well. I hate that. Also, the aiming mechanics is pretty darn jank, especially on console. From what I've heard, apparently there's not a lot of options to tweak your sensitivity, so you're just slowly turning a lot.
I mean, it's the Deadeye system.
Which,
I don't have a problem with that.
Well, no, just like normally aiming. Also, I don't like the Deadeye system anyway. It's the same reason I don't like VATS, where it's like,
really?
Instead of making a good shooter game, you rely on VATS to do the aiming for you. Like try to play Fallout 3 or New Vegas without using VATS. It's a bad experience.
I think that's an achievement. No? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's an achievement.
I thought it was though. Like, isn't it like no VATS if you beat Fallout 3 anyway?
Oh, like an actual achievement. Oh,
yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. I didn't mean
it is an achievement in game design.
Yeah, exactly. Bad. Exactly. It's an achievement in life. No, but I don't know. I think it's fine. I mean, it's the same controls as the first game, but
also heard the first hour and a half is really slow. I've heard a lot of bad things about it.
It's story driven. What the fuck do people want?
I swear, open world game.
Yeah, and it is.
Well,
people bitch about everything.
I think these criticisms are pretty fair, to be honest, because when you play an open world game, you want to drop in and play in the open world, and yeah, you need like a tutorial scene to get you going, but apparently it's like an hour and a half of not open world where you're through the snow and it's very slow, which I get it. Like Rockstar probably wanted to make it really immersive, and from what you've said as well, you probably kind of confirmed that, which that's fine. But like, you know, Red Dead Redemption 1, you could just drop in immediately and just roam around and do whatever you want, whereas it seems like you have to play an intro section first to get to the open world, which is kind of like the reason you want to play those games. And I do want to say I haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2. I've only played Red Dead Redemption 1. I didn't like GTA 5.
Really?
Yeah,
story was fine. The hate?
It's just gameplay. It didn't play like a good game to me. And same thing with Red Dead as well. It didn't play like a good game to me.
Red Dead's probably one of my favorite games.
Now, I will say this. So
maybe I'm a little biased.
I did like Max Payne 3, but that is probably because of the bullet time thing.
Mm-hmm.
I probably used that.
But that slowdown mechanic is okay.
And that's what I'm bringing up is I liked it but I think you could also say Max Payne has never been a game where like the game was the original two were all about, you know, slow motion and how awful the controls were. So I don't think like it's never been good. So I'm just kind of used to Max Payne being terribly like just bad with all of its controls. I guess we're a gaming podcast now.
Yeah, this half, since we only have 3 animated to talk about now.
But I mean, you know what? Red Dead Redemption 2 seems like a pretty awesome accomplishment. I just don't like Red Dead Redemption. It's not
and that's
nothing. It's nothing personal against it. I'm not hating it because to hate it, I feel like I have legitimate reasons that I don't enjoy those Grand Theft Auto games.
and that's fine. That's fine. People can hate the fact that it doesn't throw you into the game immediately. I guess I'm cool with that. But I mean, I just don't understand why you wouldn't want to know how certain control mechanics work right off the bat. You know, you just want to jump in there and not know certain things. I don't know. I guess I'm just used to those type of games where there's a prologue and you know you do all these things before you get into the actual game where it doesn't bother me. But I, Fortnite killed everything. You know,
Fortnite's the worst.
I would say Fortnite. You literally jump into
Fortnite?
the game and playing it.
I fucking hate Fortnite. It is a terrible game. Like,
well, now you're gonna get this video a bunch of dislikes. Whoa.
no, I think a lot of people agree with me. Even the people who play it a lot, because people say all the time that Fortnite has awful mechanics, awful shooting, and is not a good game. But it's not. It's a sum of its parts. What Fortnite is. It's not just like you take one thing and that's what you stick with.
I personally don't mind the game.
It's also a battle royale, and all battle royales are pretty bad. So,
I mean, I don't think it's as bad as everyone makes it out to be. I mean, is it the greatest thing ever? I mean, no. To me, it's more. I play it with my friends online, and I just talk with them, and just chit chat, catch up, and whatever. But whenever we get bored with that, we'll switch to another game. Overwatch and.
I think it's a great game for kids. Like to play with your kids.
I play that all the time with my son because, in fact, my son is the one that actually, made me aware of this game. And I'm like, what is this game? It's Fortnite. And he's been playing it even before it got popular. Like, it was like ground zero beta, first season, all that stuff. And I was just like, wow, this is something. And I guess originally it was some sort of like, the original game of Fortnite is a save the world zombie apocalypse building forts and defend and conquer. It's a defend and conquer. Well, not defend and conquer, but just like a what's it called? A defense tower horde mode. Thank you. Because it's made by Epic Games, same people that did Gears of War, love Gears of War, and but then it just blew up into this battle royale sort of thing.
It is the biggest game in the world.
I was gonna say it made $2 billion in over a year. I mean, that's them. in just what are they called? Microtransactions alone. Buying all the skins, buying all the the battle passes and whatnot. It's like that's really Epic Games. I always wondered what they were gonna do after Gears of War. Because I love those games, and then they're just like, we're gonna make the next biggest game in the world. Holy shit!
Well, for me, what I've been doing, what I've been watching, playing, whatever. I've been playing Black Ops 4, but we're not gonna talk about that. I mean, it's Call of Duty, but like,
no, let's talk about it. We're all about. No, I'm kidding. We're a gaming podcast now.
I watched Drifters of the Dead, the OVA for High School of the Dead. Have you guys seen that?
I have.
Nope.
Satsuki, you would love it.
It has
lots of fan service.
It has. It has one of the greatest hand boob animations I've ever seen. Where he just takes his hand, goes up under her shirt, and just grabs it full on. I'm like, damn, that's a really good animated hand boob. But I mean, other than that, what else can you say about it?
That's for an OV awful. It's for patrons. I'm not going to talk about that too much, but I did watch that, and it's weird. I know that Satsuki would like it because he likes fan service, apparently. What else have I been watching?
And he likes Yuri because there's lesbians.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not lesbians, but they're girls kissing.
Sir, girls touching butts. That is the genre.
That's for me.
The GTB, girls touch butts.
Been watching a bunch of 90s anime because I kind of have to for Anime Friday. I watched this one called Video Girl Eye. That's crazy shit right there. I don't know what they were on when they made that anime. It's on YouTube. You can watch it for free. It's like 30 minutes, 6-episode OVA. It's worth it, I think. It's kind of like DNA Squared, but not as good. And its dub is actually kind of good for being 90s. It's got the same guy who played Shinji Ikari, Spiker, and that other chick.
We're just getting a lot of this woman in the chat. Who is this?
This is Yoshiko.
Yoshiko from Sunshine.
What? You guys are
Lapu Laipu.
Sunshine.
You guys are posting gifs in the middle of this video.
I did. It's not me.
How dare you?
It's not me.
How dare you? I don't know. That's probably about it, though. SAO's good. Probably gonna start watching Release the Spy soon. Do a video on that. And also, I'm doing a video on Bunny Girl Senpai soon, so that's fun.
Yeah, buddy. Hopefully it gets better so we can continue it. At this point, I think I might as well just do all the episodes because everybody's just watching it now.
So that being said, we're a minute past time, so guess it's time to do some shout-outs. Everything Animated, where can they find you?
They can find me at my YouTube, Everything Animated. I also have a Twitter. It's I should really change the name of it. I should make it Everything Animated Twitter instead of my name. It's not that I'm not really on it all that much. Have an Instagram. Not on that either. I'm not on a lot of social media as much as others, to be honest. But I play me some Red Dead, and I won't give out my gamer tag. Anyway, you can find me mostly at my YouTube, Everything Animated, and I just do all them reviews, and I'm in a Viking costume in one of them. So, thanks for the 100 subs again.
This is true.
Thanks for the 100 subs again.
Satsuki, where can they find you?
They can find me upstairs banging their mom.
But
when I'm not doing that, I'm on YouTube making what am I covering? Hunter x Hunter, Bloom Into You. One of the few people doing Bloom Into You, so yeah. Check that out.
I also made videos on that too.
He does as well. What the hell else am I covering? Oh yeah, Golden Kamui. I didn't even review the last episode. I don't know why. I don't know what I was doing at that time. Don't drink, kids. Yeah, seasonal anime, but this season has been pretty weak. So next season, I'll definitely be covering more anime, but for the most part, just manga stuff. That's it.
Where can they find you, SeaTactics? They can find.
I'll tell you where they can find me.
They can find me here, where you're at right now watching this. So hit the subscribe button. You can know everything I do by going to my channel, looking in the videos.
You'll probably see me in the comment section trolling somehow. I'll find a way.
You can see me in the video.
Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and ring the bell if you haven't already, with all of these guys, including myself. And thanks everyone for watching this podcast. It's pretty cool that you do. And I love y'all. So see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.